Welcome back to atCAMS, and today we have another opportunity to see what's going on in the auto industry. And today we're talking about the Ford Motor Company and their 2020 Ford Bronco. I have been reading about the Ford Bronco for a while. Now that Ford has announced that the Ford Bronco 2020 is on the works, Ford has put out there a lot of teasers and people are talking about non-stop of the Ford Bronco 2020. Renderings out there for you guys. We see a lot of square shaped body for the new Ford Bronco. The Ford Bronco has always been a cool vehicle, all the way from 1966 to the 1990s when O.J. Simpson made the Ford Bronco famous chase, establishing the name Bronco as an outlaw vehicle for the masses. Let's start with what we know about the Ford Bronco, and it says that Ford will build a new Ford Bronco in the Michigan assembly plant next to the new Ford Ranger model. So Ford has adapted new tools and retooling the facilities in Michigan to put the two vehicles in the production process for 2019 to the 2020 models. As we know, the new Ford Bronco will share the same platform as the Ford Ranger for 2020. The cost of production will be down for Ford, and it will be a good thing for us because we're going to have two vehicles, two big names from Ford in 1 year. Talking about the power engines on the Ford Bronco, we will see a hybrid motor engine or a hybrid option for the Ford Bronco 2020, which is going to be an amazing application for the off-road because we all know that electric motors can give torque in vehicles such as the Teslas, and the Ford Bronco is not going to be the exception. And this idea will be brilliant for Ford because it allows customers from all ranges and all categories to become a fan of Ford automatically, because they will allow the loyal and passionate customers to become advocates for the technology. Hybridized off-roaders are not a thing of imagination. They're already in the market, like the Range Rover P400H as an example of them. Ford is coming with a plan to hybridize most of their lineup by 2020 and 2025. This hybrid system is going to be compact and is not going to impact the capabilities of the vehicle or the space inside of the vehicle. So you know that most of the hybrid vehicles have the batteries down below seats. Ford is going to bring an application that is not going to impact the space inside, not going to impact the utilitarian part of the SUV. As part of their hybrid system, the Bronco is expected to get a 2.7 liter EcoBoost, probably much as the same as the Ford Fusion. In this case, probably with 325 horsepower, apart from the 4-cylinder engine options, maybe and a diesel also, and maybe a V6. And the Ford Bronco should not be bigger than the Ford Ranger because, like engineer says, they will be based on the wheelbase version of the T6 architecture system that they use on the Ford Ranger 2019. That will make a lot of sense because Ford will reduce cost of production. For most of the automotive companies, they need to start reducing costs in order to make profitability in their vehicles and their lineup. And Ford is not shying away from the option of building two vehicles from the same platform. Like other rumors have said, the Ford Bronco is not going to utilize the F-150 platform like it used to be back in the 80s, because if not, we will have a gigantic Ford Bronco, and that's not what Ford wants to bring to the market. They want to bring a mid-size off-roader that you can utilize day in, day out, and anywhere around the globe. I'm imagining that the Ford Bronco will be in between the Ford Explorer and the Ford Expedition as an SUV lineup. Just like Toyota had the FJ Cruiser back in the days, between the Ford Runner and the Land Cruiser, I think that will be a perfect fit. Just like Jeep has the Jeep Cherokee, the Jeep Wrangler, and the Jeep Grand Cherokee. Those three are always in the mingle in the Jeep lineup. The nostalgia. The people who are going to appeal to this vehicle are people who used to own the Ford Bronco. The Ford Bronco and the Jeep Wrangler are clear competitors, and they will have the same axle supplier. That means that the Ford Bronco 2020 will have solid axles in the front and the rear. The company Dana has been chosen as the supplier for the Ford Bronco solid axles, which are very capable and been proven on the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. That tells you that the Ford Bronco 2020 is going to have the off-road cred that it deserves because the name is big on its own, and Ford is not going to shy away to put that competitor right toe-to-toe with the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. And like we see in the rendering, the Ford Bronco is short and it has a short wheelbase, looks boxy and angular, and it has a spare tire on the back door. The last teaser that Ford put out there revealed that shows that the new Ford Bronco on their new vestures. Now we cannot see one bit of it, but to me, things are clear. The Bronco is going to be short, it's going to be boxy, it's going to be cool, it's going to be right for you. In some of the teasers, the new 2020 Bronco looks just like it's going to be a two-door 4x4 SUV. So I don't know, Ford PR team are being good at making us believe that the new Bronco will be a 5-door. So let's see, maybe a big surprise for us, the consumers who are willing and waiting for the new Ford Bronco to show up. Ford officially announced that the Bronco is going to be available in 2020 and the price will be around the $30,000 to up to $50,000 if the model is going to be a top of the line, such as the Rubicon and the Jeep Wrangler. I believe that the entry level will be the 2.3 engine that you can see in the Ford Focus RS. That will be a good entry level with a combination of the EcoBoost V6 that we have seen in the Ford lineup right now. This is all we have for the Ford Bronco 2020 at this time. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. I'm going to be bringing more information about the auto industry soon. This is Oz from atCAMS, and I will see you guys next time.